All right, what is going on, everybody? So we have a fun one today. So this is another bartender. We wrote a program for a bartender a couple days ago. If you guys don't know what I do, I write completely free workout programs on my YouTube channel and on all of my social medias for free. If you want a program written to you for free with your exact situation, check the description down below. I have all the instructions down there for you. All you have to do is just read them and then comment. But we have a fun one today. So he does 16-hour shifts 3 days a week and one 8-hour shift once per week. That leaves me with 3 days off, but once I'm working, I'm estimating around 15,000 steps daily. Okay, so he struggles with keeping up with a routine and sleeping since he finishes at 1 a.m. and needs to be at the restaurant at 10 a.m. the next day. Dude, this is going to be a very fun program to write, and I want to make a point real quick. So this is the exact reason why people usually fall off, because they think that they have to work out on the days that they are working. That is not the case. You don't have to. And especially in your situation, like, I'm not going to sit here and say like you working out on the days that you go to work are going to be a waste of time, but you doing 16-hour shifts 3 days a week, like, if you go to the gym after that, you're just going to have no energy to actually push yourself. So there would be no point to do so. Okay. Even on the 8-hour shift, because you're still recovering from the 16-hour shifts, you probably could on the 8-hour shift, but I would like to treat that as like an active recovery day. All right. So then he asks, is there any way you can help me? I tried to meal prep also in the ad. I only have a break on the 16-hour shift of one and a half hour, okay, where I can't work out since I have to stay at work. Yeah, that's no problem. I do believe for us in the service industry, it's quite hard to gain muscle and maintain it. Yes, I'll appreciate any insights you can give me. God bless. Yeah, so it is hard to gain and maintain muscle if you are thinking that you have to work out 5-6 times a week. Again, I am a big guy on fitness is very, very simple. With social media, they overcomplicate everything. So let's go over to my handy dandy workout sheet. And so as y'all know, if y'all have been watching my videos for some time, whether it's shorts or whatnot, I have templates. So I have a 3-day workout program, 4-day workout program, 5-day workout program, and these are all templates. And I essentially mix match exercises catered towards people that are higher advanced or not as advanced. This guy didn't really tell me how advanced he was, so I think I'm just going to keep the workout program the way it is. I may change up some things, but I am going to stick him on 3 days per week. But we'll talk about that in a second. Let's tackle struggles first. Okay, so the struggles you have with what I've read is your standard for fitness is way too high. So you don't have to work out every single week or every single day. You do not, right? You can work out 3 times per week and get an absolute great physique and feel absolutely amazing. Okay. So the biggest struggle that I am going to put, or one of the struggles I'm going to put, is do not think you have to work out 5 times per week. Okay. And then I am also going to put we need to learn how to hit a protein goal. So something I have found with people that work in the service industry, primarily restaurants, is they just kind of eat whatever is at the restaurant. And it's usually just a bunch of empty calories. And what I mean by empty calories is like a lot of dressings and just poured onto a salad, and they phrase it as health when in reality it's just a bunch of fat and there's no protein involved. If you have a very high protein and high carb diet, you're just going to look a lot better. Okay. However, if you have a very high carb and very high fat diet, you're going to look like garbage and you're going to feel like garbage as well. Okay. And then also a big struggle is stick to simple high protein meal prep. All right. So that's another thing as well, is some people overcomplicate meal prepping. So they'll think they have to look at all these crazy gourmet meals, and they think they have to prep for, a week in advance, when in reality, you don't really have to. So if you have 3 days off, you don't have to meal prep for those 3 days. Just meal prep for the days you're going to work, which is only 4 days. And I'm going to give you some advice here. So a lot of people think meal prepping just means chicken and rice. No, it doesn't. Meal prepping can mean beef and rice. It can mean beef and pasta. It can mean chicken and pasta. It can mean burritos. It could be beef and sweet potatoes. It could be chicken and sweet potatoes. All you have to do is pick a protein source and pick a carb source. And then maybe add a vegetable if you want, and then pick a low-calorie dressing. It's really as simple as that. A lot of people overcomplicate it and think that they have to have 95 different ingredients. Please don't pick something that has 95 ingredients. Just stick to very simple ingredients that will not take you long to meal prep, okay? So, instruction-wise, we literally don't have to do any walking at all. Not kidding. We don't have to do cardio at the gym because you're walking 15,000 steps. And you being in the service industry, you're probably burning a lot more calories than you think, okay? So for instructions of this program is prioritize 1 gallon of water a day. The reason why I say that is because I know how many people in the service industry neglect drinking water. It's coming from someone who used to be a bartender and a server. I would have my water in the back, and then I would get really, really busy with work, and then I would just pound like 20 ounces of water, and it's like, that's not enough, right? You get really, really thirsty, and then you pound water. Just drink it all the way throughout your shift. And to tell you the truth, a gallon is probably still like lowballing it. You could probably drink upwards of like 1.5 gallons if you're actually drinking it. And then another instruction I'm going to put is prioritize protein, obviously. And then another instruction, actually, I think that's good right there. We don't really need many more instructions because there's not really much to it with this program. It's just creating something that is sustainable for you, okay? Now, let's go to this workout program. This is something that I want you to follow. This is not that difficult. I would say on the scale of like how advanced this is, I would say this is probably like a 5 to 6 out of 10, like advancement. The only thing that is probably the most advanced on this list is barbell squat. However, I still think you can do it. If it gets really complicating, then go to Smith machine squat instead. But all this other stuff you can definitely do. Keep the sets and reps the same, and you will get results. Just push yourself, okay? Now, let's go to calories and macros. So this is a free website anyone can go to. It's just called caloriecalculator.net. It's very, very, very easy. Now, the problem with this is in his screenshot, he did not give me anything. This is the problem, right? So I don't really know how much he weighs, right? So I am just going to take a guess, all right? I'm going to say 5'10". And again, this, like, if you have your stats, please put this in. This is just a complete guess. I just want to put him on something, okay? So I am going to say he's 25, 5'10", and his goal is mild weight loss. That's just what I'm going to put at. Again, I have no idea, all right? Weight, I'm going to put him at 200. Whoops. Did I put him at 200? Yeah, okay. So I would say I would say this is probably fine. This is a good start. I mean, the thing is whether you're, 280 pounds or 180 pounds, right? As long as you're sticking to something, a calorie goal, you can make adjustments accordingly, right? So let's say that he sticks to this and he's 250 pounds and he's losing like 2 pounds or 3 pounds of body weight per week. I would say it's a little bit too much. So he would increase his calories by 100, right? Let's say you're 170 pounds and you're trying to lose weight and you're at this calorie intake and you're gaining like 0.2 pounds of body weight per week. Well, then I would say you're eating a little bit too much. So I would decrease the calories by 100. You can tinker with it based on what your body weight is weighing at week after week. Okay, so again, this is just a plug and play. This is just really to show you guys. He didn't really give me anything. Oh, wow, it's the same amount. That's crazy. That is crazy. He didn't really give me anything, so I probably should have asked him. But to tell you the truth, I was excited to make this, so I kind of just forgot. But yeah, so this is going to be standard. Eat 100 grams of protein for the first 2 weeks, and then I'm going to say make adjustments based on body weight. So this is going to be the biggest thing for him, is eating 100 grams of protein for the first 2 weeks and then sticking to other macros and other calories. Again, I always tell people you need to start small before you just absolutely go big, because if you start really, really big, then you're probably going to burn yourself out, and you are not going to accomplish your goals, and you're going to be like, why am I going through this rut of starting and stopping and starting and stopping? And it's because, well, you started way too high. You need to start low and then you need to go high. But if y'all want to be featured next on this series, here are the instructions right here. Comment down this stuff right here below. I can write you a free workout program. Would love to help you out. But yeah, that's it for this program. Calories and macros, again, didn't really have much for that. Instructions, struggles, 3 times per week workout for someone who works 16 hours a day. Really, really simple stuff. Hope y'all enjoyed. I will catch y'all again tomorrow.